Hey guys, so no, I don't think your business name actually matters. And the reason I don't think your business name actually matters is because Google just doesn't care about your business name. It cares about what your business does. If you're new to my channel, this is Mark with All American Health. We are a small business. We provide non-emergency medical transportation services and consultation services to those in the non-emergency medical transportation industry. My focus is helping your business grow. We show you how to build private pay opportunities and private pay clients, connecting you with hospitals, rehab centers, nursing facilities, and of course, the general population. We're a B2B, B2C transportation consulting firm, along with providing our own services. So our hands are in the mud, just like yours are. We're not here saying, we sold a company 2 or 3 years ago, but I can show you how to run your business. We're actually doing it right now. The title of this not the company, but the title of this video is Your Business Name Doesn't Matter. And that's true. A couple of weeks ago, I made a video on insurance and how you need to optimize your company to be able to lower your insurance rates. It was actually a 3-part video. And one of the examples I use in terms of how a business name doesn't always connect with your company was 3 different companies. I use Apple as a great example, Microsoft, and General Motors Company, also known as GMC. So I'm going to break those 3 down right here and then connect it to why your business name doesn't matter. Everyone knows the company Google. Everyone knows that you can go on Google and you can look up any company. So if you type in a company called Apple, and I'm going to do that right now, the company says shop for an iPhone, Apple Watch, iPad, Mac, and more. That's just their company ad. If you look at their Wikipedia or Google profile information, it says Apple. It shows an Apple. Technology company. Apple Inc. is an American multinational technology company that specializes in consumer electronics, software, and online services headquartered in California. Okay, and they have a wonderful stock price of $142 a share. On the day I'm making this video, it's down 2.61%, but that's neither here nor there. The reason I wanted to read their profile is because if you just think of the word Apple, you would think that was some type of fruit company. Yet they're a technology company that services people worldwide, and they're headquartered in California. You know them by the product that they service, not by the business name. So technically their name doesn't matter. The product that they serve or provide matters. Let's jump to Microsoft. Okay, so Microsoft Corporation is an American multinational technology corporation which produces computer software, consumer electronics, personal computers, and related services. Wow, their stock price is $260. When you sit here and look at this company, Microsoft, okay, you would think something was small and soft if you break down the word Microsoft. But they're an actual software company. Again, they provide electronics, consumer electronics, personal computers, and related services. Yet, you associate them with technology because of the products that they sell and the service that they provide. A lot of you are on computers that have Microsoft software downloaded onto them right now as we speak. Yet, there's so much more. And yet, you wouldn't know it by their name. We're going to jump to General Motors. See what their title sets up. General Motors Automotive Manufacturer. General Motors Company is an American multinational automotive manufacturing corporation headquartered in Detroit, Michigan. The company is the largest automobile manufacturer based in the United States and one of the largest worldwide. General Motors. If you break their company name down, General Motors, you would think they generally work on motors. That sounds like a repair shop, not a multinational automotive manufacturing corporation. Sounds like they make engines. They make motors. They work on motors. Yet their company provides a large number of vehicles throughout the world on a daily basis. You see a GMC no matter where you're at. They're one of the their company truck is basically associated with America. It is America's truck. Okay, it will make America great again. So why am I making this video and why am I pointing these things out? When you're either setting up your company or working on your company's profile, you want to clearly define what your company does, and you definitely want to niche down. You don't want to just say you're a transportation provider. You want to point out what type of transportation you provide. If you're providing sedan transportation, that should be inside of your profile. If you provide wheelchair transportation, that should be a focus and it should be in your profile. If you're providing services worldwide, you should point out that you provide wheelchair services worldwide. If you only provide wheelchair services in your city, say you're in Jacksonville, Florida, your company profile information should point out that your focus is in the Jacksonville, Florida area. If you're in Atlanta and you only provide services in Sandy Springs, it should say we're a wheelchair transportation company based in Sandy Springs, Georgia. We provide services within a such and such mile radius, a 15-mile radius of Sandy Springs. And you should also put your zip code. And the reason you want to do that is because all of these things hit on Google's algorithm. So when someone's searching for your company, if they're in Sandy Springs, your company will have a higher likelihood of popping up as a suggested company for a consumer to check out, a parent or a loved one of someone that needs wheelchair transportation services in the Sandy Springs area. It's going to point out to yours because you're the closest one to that algorithm. If you type in restaurants, Google will automatically add near me to your information. And the reason they do that is because Google wants to be able to pinpoint the best suggestion for the search that you put in. And to be able to do that, they need information, they need data from you. So you have to focus on that when you're providing services. Wheelchair transportation is a niche industry. If you say NEMT into the general public, no one understands or cares or knows that NEMT means non-emergency medical transportation. If you put NEMT on a piece of paper, they're going to think it says NIMP or NIMT. NIMT, not NIMP. That would be NEMP. My point is, they're not going to associate non-emergency medical transportation with what you do and what you provide. So how do you make that correction or how do you improve that? You don't put non-emergency medical transportation. No one understands that. What you put is wheelchair transportation services in Sandy Springs. And you put, if that's where you're located, you put wheelchair transportation services in Sandy Springs on everything. And then you grow it from there. And then you add to your profile wheelchair transportation services in Buckhead, wheelchair transportation services in Athens, Georgia. You actually put that on any digital products that you have because you want that algorithm to be able to point out what services you provide. As I stated before, my company name is All American Health, but if you go on Google and you look for my company, All American Health, it will pop up, but a couple other things will pop up as well because we provide services in a couple of different cities in the state of Florida. So you wouldn't know that you're calling my company, but because my profile is properly optimized on Google, my company will pop up higher than a lot of other companies in the state of Florida because I'm touching on different areas. You want to think about doing that as well. And here's the cool part about it, and I'm going to end this video with this. Everything I said only takes time. It's free. Google actually wants you to put this information in, again, because you're actually helping Google. One, you're keeping people on their Google search. Okay, and they love to keep people on their Google search because the longer you're on the Google search, the more data they can pull from you. But this is also helping your business by clearly defining the service you provide. So whether your company is called Apple brown, box, red, Tito in them. If your profile is optimized properly, Google's still going to pull it up. Now, somebody might sit there and say, well, why is Tito in them providing wheelchair transportation services? I don't like that. Maybe you want to change the name because it just doesn't make sense. But if your profile is properly optimized, even when they go back into the search and say, let me research this and make sure I put in the right words, wheelchair transportation services in Sandy Springs, Tito and them transportation gonna pop up, bruh. And that's what you want. Hopefully this has been helpful. If you need help setting up your company, optimizing it properly, guys, reach out to me. I do a 15-minute discovery call. It used to be free. Now it's $100. That's your fault, not mine. And then I also do a 1-hour consultation call, which is $250. Hopefully this has been helpful.